Hello everyone! Welcome to use the Wings engine. This tutorial mainly introduce how to replace data. Replacing data is usually in the project delivery, in the local deployment process. In the previous data organization tutorial, we introduced that many customers' data sources are local data sources. We cannot directly access them when making a big screen. At this time, we will organize an Excel as the data source. Then we replace the data source during project delivery. Replace this Excel with the customers' real local data sources. There is a very important premise for data replacement. That is, the two data sources before and after. The data source structure should be consistent. The so-called structural consistency means that data tables and fields are exactly the same. If this can be done, the simpler the replacement process will be. Otherwise, the replacement process will be very cumbersome, and it is easy to make mistakes, whether it is a project file or a deployment file. We can use the Wings Engine Editor or Wings Engine Viewer to replace the data. Here we use the Wings Engine Viewer to demonstrate. Import the deployment file first. Data replacement does not require opening the project. Click the Edit Data menu and open the Edit Data window. Currently, there is an Excel data in the project. We can see that this data contains 5 tables, and all of them are in use. Before replacing data, we need to add the replacement data source first. Here we add a MySQL database. We've connected to the database before, so there is a connection history. It will automatically fill in the previous database information when connecting. After clicking Connect, select the database to add. There are 8 tables here, but only 5 of them are used for replacement. Let's choose. The data source is in unused state after adding. Next, we click Replace Data Source. In this page, only display the used data sources, which can be replaced. Replace it by table. Select all data tables here, and then click Next. In this window, we can set the mapping relationship during replacement. That is, the field on the left table should be replaced with which field of the right table. At this time, we can understand what we just said. The more consistent the data source formats are, the simpler the replacement process will be. Let's set it up. After selecting the data source, the system will default to fill in the fields in the order of the name. We can reselect the unmatched fields. There is no error in the data here, so we don't need to reselect. Click OK after setting is completed. In this way, we have completed the replacement of data sources. Let's take a look again. We can see that now the MySQL data source is in use, and Excel data source is in unused state. There is one thing to note about data source replacement. Our usual project production process. We usually design the layout first, and then use Shanhaijing for real-time design. And finally, deploy the project. Before implementing the design draft, please confirm the data structure with the client to ensure that both parties' data structures are consistent. Otherwise, when delivering the project, the replacement will become very complicated, or even due to the significant differences in data sources, that the function cannot be used. All the data sources of all components needs to be reset. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.